sections, the bit at the end, we'd already sort of done with the, various bits. So there was only a little isolated bit that was a bit tricky.
It was probably measure 40, I'm guessing. It was it.
39 and 40.
There, yeah, those
Yeah.
are honestly
Busy.
that
They're very busy.
they're hard. And that and the walk down where you're like, Mark, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know what measure that is? Like not off the top of my head, but hang on, let me pull this up.
That's going to be measure 34, right?
34. Let me see here.
Is that the one you're talking about?
Yep. Oh
No.
no.
Then you're talking
I'm
about,
talking about the A2 section.
oh, I'm
Uh,
sorry.
That's the
It's not A2, is it?
I think it's near like 27-ish. But anyway, there's a
Oh,
couple
you're
of
talking about in the A2 section.
yeah, the
Oh, I
A2
get
section. I honestly think that part is like tricky. There's like a
yeah.
certain part where you got to use like your pinky and ring. So I know you guys, the new guys, Ron and Denise, you guys probably like what the hell are you guys talking about? There's more to Fireflies. You guys are actually working on the A1 section, but there is an A2 section and a B section, which you will get to eventually. So don't worry. Today, so I wanted to actually start with letting everybody play, but I think we're going to do that tomorrow, guys. Just because these sessions, if like they're kind of limited to 45 minutes. And I kind of just want you like there's kind of a lot to go through with the recording stuff. So I'm just going to go through that. Bob, when you watch this, we miss you. We wish you were here. He's like in BC right now, but he will definitely watch this recording. So let me get started. All right, guys. Hang on here. All right. I'm going to share my screen. And let me just close my browser stuff. Okay. So today's lecture, I guess, is on making epic videos of you playing music. And that's really what it boils down to, guys. I could have called this like, intro to recording 101, but like end of the day, you're gonna want to make good videos of you playing music because you're gonna want to share it, right? Whether it's with us privately, like everybody in these courses, or whether it's like you want to actually show it on YouTube and be like, hey, look what I could do,
Yeah,
right? Why not?
that'll be the day, huh?
No.
Am I the only one who has that itch? Anyway, so my goals for you guys are to get a multi-device mindset. And all I mean by that is that you're just thinking of getting video and audio from different things. And we're combining them together to make one video file. And I also want you to make more videos because it's a great way, even if you don't share them, it's a good way to see how you look performing and you can see your own mistakes and it will make you a better player. I promise. And also to learn from my mistakes because I've made like so many videos and so many mistakes recording. Like, man, mic wasn't turned on. It wasn't picking up my sound. Like videos all crap. Like I've done everything. So I'm gonna share a little bit about all that stuff. And if you walk away just knowing the concepts, that would be uh good enough. But let's start with this, okay? The golden camera. So it just doesn't exist, right? If you could get perfect video and perfect audio from one device, that device would be literally gold. It would just eliminate so much of the work that goes into trying to record something that looks and sounds good. And like I've looked, it's not out there. Okay. So what we got to do instead is take the best from what we got. And the first thing I'll do here is we have a video, our first video. And bear with me, guys. I made these this morning. And I'm going to turn off my camera because it's just like too many. Actually, it's okay. It's fine. All right, let me get this started to be played. I'll just move this thing up here. Track 2. Okay, let's begin. All right, guys. So this is. Wait, can you guys hear what's coming out of my computer?
Yeah.
No,
Okay. Okay, let me
I
try.
hear you, but not.
Okay, let me try again. All right, guys. So this is the least confusing way to make a recording. You just open up Zoom. So to do that, you would go to your little start menu here. If you're on Windows, you would type in Zoom. You would click that, and then this would pop up. So all you need to do, click New Meeting. Boom, we got video, we got audio, and right here in the bottom right, you're gonna see this icon right here, says record. You click record, and boom, you're recording. Play your guitar, and like, if you take nothing away from this but this, you're good, because at least you can make recordings now, and everyone is gonna enjoy your music, which is a step closer to what we want. Okay, that is the most basic type of recording, 100% free. You just open up Zoom, literally select your mic, and then just hit record. Or you don't even got to select your mic. You just hit record, and your computer is going to choose some defaults. Any questions that far?
No, it seems pretty straightforward.
Super straightforward. Okay, so we're going to get a little gradually more complex, and you're just going to hate me a little more every video, okay?
Sharifu?
Yeah, hey Denise.
Hi. When you make the recording, do you save it or is it automatically saved? And where is it?
Man, that is such a good question. Okay, that's so key. So when you open up Zoom, you hit record, and then you'll hit stop record, and then you'll have to end the meeting, and Zoom will automatically output this file. And where it puts it by default is, so we go to my computer here, we go to C drive. We go to, actually I'm looking for documents, users. Oh, okay. Here on the left here, you see where it says desktop, downloads, documents?
Yes.
So we're going to click documents, and then you're going to see another folder that says Zoom. So you click in that, and all your recordings are like going to be pumped out here.
I see. Okay.
So it's a great question, because like it's not intuitive. There's no like save button. It's just when you end that meeting, it's automatically gonna create that recording and put it here. You click in here, like in any of these, and you just have like files that you can play right here. Like here's a video file, here's another video file.
Okay. And is it
Mark.
permanent or is it saved only for a few days and then it disappears?
No, it's permanent. It's
Okay.
permanent on your machine, so
All right.
you're all good. Mark, what was your question?
I've already done a few recordings through Zoom for you guys.
Yeah.
Problem I'm running into is I enabled OneDrive on this laptop. It's a Windows 10 or 11. I don't know which one it is. One of the two.
Yeah.
But anyway, I enabled OneDrive, and it automatically backs all my stuff up to the cloud and everything. My
Yeah.
problem I'm having now when I do a recording, and everything you just said is correct. It'll save that file or whatever you want to do. But what I normally do before I save it anywhere, I want to play it back and see what it sounds like. So I'll end the meeting, and it'll automatically, let's say it's going to extract that file or whatever it does. It does something to it, and then it gives you, I don't know what all it is. There's three different.
Yeah, it'll
three
give you
different
like
files.
this.
Yeah, it's real similar to that right there. And then when you go on and click on the recording and go back to play it, like it'll automatically pull it up, and then when you go
Click
to play it,
record and
like yeah.
boom. Yeah.
Now what happens though with my recordings is about maybe not even halfway through the recording, it will stop and say something about OneDrive is updating or needs to be updated or something. In other words, it pauses it and I have to stop it and go back and start over again.
Oh,
And
that
then,
is so frustrating.
yeah, so I'm trying to figure out how to disable the OneDrive on Zoom. I don't really like it on anything, but I mean, but
Yeah, I think I'm in that boat in terms of like um not wanting to use any of this cloud stuff because it just for me it makes it more complicated
yeah,
for me. Because what the way I share it is on YouTube, guys. Like I'll take it from my computer, I'll put it to YouTube, and that's how I share my stuff. But with the OneDrive, you can actually share it like through OneDrive, like save yourself a step. But like you're describing, like it just creates another
yeah, I
another
mean, it
layer for
just
things to
stopped.
happen.
I
Yeah.
mean, there is, in other words, there's a pause there. Like it backs it up and shows you the file, but when you click on it to play it to see if you want to send it to somebody, it'll get, sometimes a quarter of the way through it, sometimes half the way through it. And then you have to stop it and give it a couple of minutes and then go back and start over again and replay it. And then typically after that, it plays all the way through, but it's kind of a pain,
Because it's probably uploading to the cloud. So it's
that's what
like
it's doing. Yeah, I
you
know
get
that's what it's doing.
it's like another layer of things to go wrong for
Yeah.
me.
Anyway, I don't want to take all all the time up, but I guess
Um,
I'm saying if you get the time to look into it,
yeah, I will.
I know certain programs you can uh, disable with OneDrive. In other words, you don't have to use just certain programs that you use. You don't have to back it up to OneDrive and all that kind of stuff. I just don't know how to do it. So.
Okay, I'll
But
look
you don't need
into
to do
it.
it now. You can do it later on. You got a lot of other talking to do now. We can worry with that later on.
Yeah, let me table it. I probably got to do a little research on it
Okay.
to be honest. But let me look into it
All right.
and get back to you.
Yep.
Okay. So now we're getting to using your good mic, and we're still in Zoom. Okay. Um, so let's just watch this one. Okay, let's say we want to take this a little further, right? Down here in the bottom left, you have this audio icon and this video icon right here. You click this up arrow, and you're gonna see different devices that you can select. Microphone is your audio in. That's like what you say into the mic that goes into the computer. The speaker is what comes back to you. And, there's different ways to approach this, but as you can see on my system, I have a couple of options here. And I already have Yeti X, which is my good microphone selected, but you might have something like this where it's just the name of your webcam, and you could like just select that, and there you go, and you have an option here. Now here it gets a little bit more complicated with video, but before I complicate it, if you have a microphone, what you want to do, just make sure you have your microphone selected. Everything else is the same, and we're still in Zoom, so no other program is being used right now. And just hit record. Bang. And we're recording with better audio.
You still have to set your sound levels though in Zoom when you do that.
Yeah, like the volume of the microphone, you mean?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an external mic. Yeah.
But I think that I just wanted to highlight that there's options there, and you wanna if you have like for me, I have a webcam like this thing right here. I can't show you, but it's here. And that has a video recorder and has a camera and a microphone built in. And the thing is that a lot of these devices, they're good at like one or the other. To they'll give you, so this webcam gives you pretty good video. But the mic in it is like garbage. Okay, so it's just not good, you know. So I'm using the video from this, and because you guys are doing music right now, audio is like the most important thing. So you might have a mic, or you might want to invest in a mic, and then you can get like good audio from your mic with the video from your webcam, and your files will be so much better. It's going to get slightly more complex here because you guys also have an option for better video. But before I play that, is there any questions on like using your mic as opposed to like what's in the webcam? And if anyone needs recommendations for a mic, like let me know. I use this thing's a Yeti X. I think it was like $100 from Amazon, and it's so far so good. So far so good. Like I've done all my videos with it. Like anytime I sing and play guitar, that's the mic I'm using. The mic I'm talking through right now, I'm using this one, and you can see that it does pretty good audio. All right, I guess we're good there. Let's look at the next video, which is about using a different option for your video. So not your webcam. Oh, even better video. So you got the good audio, and you want to like, you just want to look as good as you can, right? I get it. Vanity over here too. Look at this little curl. Okay, I'm doing my best with what I got. So guess what? You're in luck. You don't have to spend $1 more. Okay, because you all have this phone. Now you could be thinking, okay, I got a phone. Why don't I just record everything on my phone? Well, the microphones in devices like phones and webcams are not very good. So you would get better video with your phone, and you want to use like the outside camera. That this camera is a lot better than the one that faces you, like right here. It's like a little camera right here. It has less megapixels than the one on the outside. But anyway, yeah, if you recorded with just your phone, you would get good video, but you would get bad audio, right? So if this is starting to get too complicated, just do the first way that I showed you in Zoom. You go down here, audio, select your good microphone, which is already selected, and hit record. But here, there's another arrow with video. Let's say you want to have better video. Like, can I use my phone's video with my good audio? Because that would be a good combination, right? So there is a program here called Camo, and I have it right down here. Camo Studio. And this is another completely free software, but I'm going to show you something cool here. So you open this up, Camo Studio. This is the version I have, and I have the version for Windows. Go to devices, and I go to pair a device. Now this pops up, and it's saying get the Cam Studio app and fire it up and scan the QR code, and then it's just going to connect. And that's exactly what it does. So let me show you that. Oh, there we go. Pair device. And I wanted to show you that you do encounter problems. Like it doesn't always work the first time perfectly. So I do fumble a little bit, but I'll get it eventually. Okay. So that's looking good. And it's pairing. And we still got a black screen, so it's not looking good. And it should be working anytime now. But let's go over here, see if we can click camo. So I'm gonna go pair a device again. And I'm gonna go right here. And I'm gonna just see if this time it's gonna work. And look at that. We got my phone. Yeah, so it is paired, it is connecting. So there was just like, so this is what I look at. I have like a big window here. Sorry. It's my little tree out there. And then what we want to do is use something like this, which is just like a little tripod that can have my phone on it. Okay, so I'm just going to set this up here right beside me. So that's my setup right there. And excuse all the cups, I drink a lot of tea. And then I'm going to face the camera to myself. I'm going to sit it inside my little tripod. And I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Let's go there. Okay, hang on, just setting this up. Okay, so now we have phone video, right? And you can get out of this. I'm back. This is Zoom again. So here, if I go to stream cam, that's what I look like on my webcam. And if I go here and go to camo, which is now set up with my phone, boom, I have this. And I think, you just find a good angle here, which is easier for some people than others. Sit back here, and the colors are more vibrant. I think I look better in this view versus the other view. Same lighting, same everything, but just your phone is just going to produce a little bit better video.
It's a lot clearer.
So now we go to Zoom. And the beautiful part, we all have phones, and the cameras in these phones, every time you get a new phone, it's better and better. It's kind of like it's like you have a great camera in your pocket. It's just that little piece, like knowing how to connect it into the computer, that was missing, but completely free software. And we look at the audio. So I have my good microphone selected here. And video, I can either use my webcam, which gives you that view, or I could use my phone camera. And what's beautiful about this approach is that we're combining the good audio from, the real microphone with the good video from the actual cell phone. Yeah, I mean, it's maybe this is like really simple, or like you didn't need this information, but for me, I find my phone camera just so much better than my webcam. It's like there's no comparison. So if you're, you want to make your videos, and maybe you want to take a little extra time and make the production value as good as you can without spending any more money, you can, use your phone and make a big difference in the video.
An iPad would work too.
What's that, Al?
An iPad would work too. It's probably better than a webcam.
It would be even better, for sure. The only thing I would highly, highly recommend, some kind of like thing that you can put it on that will stabilize it. You get that, and an iPad will do great, give you great video, way better than the webcam that we have. And here, I just want to take a note on talking about camo here. And let me just open this up. So hopefully this will work. But hang on here. So I wonder if I do this. No, that's not affecting my video at all. Hang on. Watch the screen cam. Okay, I guess I can't do it live with you guys, but there are so many settings that you can do to make your video look better, like brightness, hue and saturation that changes like what colors are in there. Saturation, you can make it black and white, or you can make it look like the colors are really, really rich. Contrast, like all these settings, you just take the dial and scrub it a little bit left or right, and you can get better looking stuff. And one thing I just wanted to mention is that if you get a Yeti X, or any microphone, it'll come with like software in it. And I had to get this software separately. It's called Logitech G Hub. So it has its own like software built in that you can mess around and change things on. And for like the longest time, I had a wrong setting on my microphone. And I thought the microphone was broken. I was like so frustrated. I thought it was garbage. Like I was going to get a new mic. And then I just realized like the gate, and I never knew what these terms meant, like noise reduction, gate, compressor. I could tell you about gate right now though, because I had it like so wrong that it was driving me up the wall. What the gate does is it reduces the noise or the volume of background stuff. So, someone's doing the dishes, or you got like your air conditioner on, or like someone's watching TV in the background. The gate will make it harder for that sound to actually get into the recording. Okay, we got 10 minutes left. Sorry, guys. But I had the gate too high, and so it was like starting to consider me as background noise. So it was like cutting me out. And that's why I was like, is this mic broken? I don't know. But anyway, just keep it in mind that there are always ways to fix the sound that you're getting. If you're not liking the sound, there's settings. You just got to learn the software and look into it. If you get the same mic I have, I can help you with this stuff anytime, and just let me know. Now, we're going to start to get like a level harder, I guess, so like a little more complicated. I just want to get through one more video. Would you guys want to reconnect after this call ends, or maybe we end it here? What do you think, Mark?
Reconnect.
Reconnect? Okay, so let's get reconnect. Okay, let's get through this video, and then we'll get off the call. We'll take a 10-minute break, and I'll send a new link.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Oh, geez. Audio for your guitar. Now, what if you want even cleaner audio for your guitar? That's going to require you to use this program, OBS. This is what I recommend, another free program to use. And you have your Yeti X down here, which is in audio input 1. And I have my display capture down here. This window is called sources. Everything in this window is what is going to be recorded when I click this button, which for you will say start recording. I'm already recording, so it says stop recording. So down here, I have the display capture, everything on my monitor, and I have the Yeti X, which is my good microphone. Now, what we need right now to just make this less confusing is some video. So I need another source. So I go down here, hit the plus, I hit video capture device. And from this, you can select whatever video capture device you want, Camo or Logitech, my webcam. In this case, I'm going to just use my webcam. Yup, this looks good. If I want, and here is what is going to be in the recorded video file, right? I still want you to see what I'm talking about in OBS. So I'm going to have this, I'm going to shrink myself up here. If I just want myself, I'm going to just blow this up, right? I'll go to, I would go to properties here. I would change the configuration here to custom. I'd make it as big as I can. Hit OK. Super big. So if I just wanted to record me, I would just do this and extend it for the whole screen. But I need you to see what I'm talking about, so I'm going to shrink myself down here. And let's talk about adding another audio input channel. All right. So here, go down to the plus, go to audio input channel, click OK. The device here I'm going to select as my amp. And let me explain that right now. So I'll hit OK. All right. That's all distracting. I just want you to see this stuff. So my amp is right here. The amp is plugged into my guitar. So it goes from my guitar to the amp to the computer. Okay, what the amp does is it has a speaker here, has all these cool effects. So I can play pretty loud right here like this. And that does that, and you can see that this audio input, which I'm just going to rename to amp so it's a little less confusing. If you look in the audio mixer here, you see the Yeti jumping because I'm talking, and here you see amp. Excuse me. So here, if you strum, you see that it jumps up. Right, and I'm noticing that that looks pretty quiet. So just while I'm with you guys, what I'm gonna do is open this. This is like the configuration of the audio mixer. This is the amp, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just boost it. So I want this to be louder. So I'm gonna put this at like 15. Just give it like a serious boost. Hit close. Now I'm gonna strum again. And you see down here, it jumps a lot easier under the amp in the audio mixer, which is good. So now I got 2 audio channels. If I look in sources, I have 2 audio channels, and I have a video capture device and a display capture. That's why you're seeing all this stuff. If I turn off display capture, it just goes black. It's just me now. If I turn off video capture device, I'm gone. Right? If I turn off the amp, it's going to just get removed from here. And if I turn off the Yeti, you won't hear me at all. So I'm going to turn back on the amp. And now I'm going to extend my video to be fully me, because I think now you know that there's 2 audio channels right here. And if I record like this, I'm going to get the video that you see, and I'm going to get 2 audio channels, one for my good mic right here and one from the amp. And that's that. So I hope that wasn't too bad, guys, in terms of for hearing it for the first time, I bet it is confusing, but this is all learnable. And if you really want to try any of this stuff, like, I'm willing to help anybody who needs help, who wants to try this stuff. If you want to try using your phone as a video, or try to record two audio channels. So why would you do that? Because sometimes, like, I have another video which we can watch when we get back, but let me just explain it now. So, like, you got your guitar, you're singing and playing, right? And your voice is actually going to drown out your guitar. So then you're going to look at the recording and you're going to be like, this is all just me singing, and the guitar is like really quiet in the background. super annoying because you're going to be like, oh my God, do I need to re-record the whole thing and be further away? So when you have two audio channels and you have your guitar on like isolated on another channel, you can play with that volume. So I could just be like, okay, let's just increase the volume of the guitar, and like problem solved, you know? So I hope that this was useful. We have like 2 minutes here before it kicks us off. What I think we should do, if you guys want to reconnect and to watch that final video, let's just take a 10-minute break. So at 3, like before 3:50ish, I'll send another link and we'll just hop back on, okay?
Okay.
Sounds
Guys, I
good.
hope. Man, Bob, it is a lot harder without you, man.
Man, don't be sucking up to Bob while he's gone.
Yeah, I know, eh? Jeez.
Hey,
Okay.
if, Sharifu, if we get a few minutes before it's over with,
Yeah.
I'd kind of like to share a little bit of what's happened to me in the last 3 weeks with these microphones. You know what
Yeah.
I'm going through, and I would just because I know they're going to run into the same thing I've ran into. So
Yeah, like honestly, the more sharing, the better, guys. We all like, let's do a quick recap, just really quick. Okay, so first, if you just open up Zoom and hit record, you will have recordings, and that is better than nothing. Okay. Step 2, if you have a good mic and you select it in under that little audio button there, you push that little up arrow and then you select the good mic. That is like we're getting good audio, and like for the most part, that's kind of all we care about, mostly. But if you want to get fancy and you want to use your phone as the video instead of your webcam, you get camo, and it's pretty painless overall. And you'll be able to get that working. And if anyone really wants to do that and they can't get it done using this recording, then just reach out. I'll help you do it. Okay. The last thing we talked about is making a file with 2 audio tracks. So we had like the good mic, and we had the amp feeding into the computer. So like your file has 2 audio tracks on it. And to explain like why that could possibly be useful, I'm gonna show you this video. This is the last video. I think it's like 4 minutes or something. And hopefully this will make it clear why that could be useful to have 2 audio tracks. And up to this point, it's been free. All these tips, all the software is free. To do this part, you actually need like an editing software. And the one I use, and let me just write it in here, is Adobe Premiere. And that's like the one that I know. That's the one I've used my whole life. Like I don't really know the other ones too good. So that's the one I know and can help you confidently with if you wanted to go this far. All right. Without further ado, let's go. Oh, all right. So we're good. And of course, the audio is not there. Okay, hang on. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I'm going to go into Adobe Premiere now, which is a paid program, unfortunately, but I want to show you what that file looks like, or what your video files look like when you record more than one audio track like we just did. So we go into here, Adobe Premiere. I'm going to start a new project. I don't need a name because I'm going to delete it. Sure. So now I have this. Just going to skip all that. So this is what it looks like. So first thing, down here under project, I need to import my media. So I'm going to add my video file. And here I'm just searching for it. I got a lot of videos. And right here, I'm going to add this one. And I'm going to add it to the timeline right here. So now you see a few things. So we see up here, you see V1, that's video. this is video. Then you see A1 right here. This is my first audio track. That is my good mic. Then down here, you see A2, and it looks like a lot emptier because this is like the guitar only track. So it didn't record anything that I spoke about. Okay, so I'm gonna try to record me playing Fireflies a little bit, and I'm gonna talk as well, okay? Because I want to show you why or what you can do if you have two audio channels. All right, so here we go. Da, da, da. Okay. Da, da, ba, ba. Just want to make sure that I can hear everything. Okay, so I'm playing talk as two audio channels. All right, so here we go. Da, da, da. And that's enough for our test. Okay, now how could this be useful? Well, it's going to sound a lot different whether I'm taking it from the guitar only track or the good mic. The guitar is going to sound totally different. So what I want to do is I want to pull this into Adobe Audition. I know this is another program that comes with the Adobe Suite. And here I have two files which got pulled in, right? My first audio track and my second one. Okay, I'm gonna actually skip some of this because I think it's just a little too much. And we'll go back here and continue from here. I talk and talk and talk and talk and talk, and then about here I start to play. Okay, so what if I just want the guitar? Well, I take the mic, which is my good mic, and I just lower it completely. And now, and if I want to hear myself again, now this comes in handy because sometimes when you sing and play, your guitar will drown out your voice or your voice will drown out the guitar. Really, you want to be like this close and get good voice from your mic. And you want the guitar part to be good from the amp or like the thing going directly into the computer. Oh man, I'm so sorry if this is confusing, but this is what it is. So here, they're both playing together now. If I want the guitar to be louder, I just raise this up. And that's essentially what I wanted to show you guys. It's like that you have a video track here. You have this Yeti X audio track. That's the good mic. That's this mic right here. And then you have the guitar only track. And like, you know, while I'm playing, I'm going da 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 da. But that could be kids in the backyard. That could be someone doing the dishes. That could be something annoying happening around. And you're like, I don't want that, and I don't want to re-record. So you would just decrease that volume. And because they're separate, you can increase the guitar and decrease the mic. It's like, it's so useful at times. It's like, you know, it's really, really awesome actually. But yeah, that was kind of my spiel, guys. I hope it was a little useful for you guys.
Yeah, very useful.
Awesome. Is there
One thing,
Go ahead.
I'm on an iMac, and I just wanted to point out that during the break, I just looked at that on Zoom, and my phone was already there. I have an iPhone
Really?
15.
Yeah.
So I guess Apple, because we're on the same network, and I don't know how it works, but it was there as a selection. So
Did it work?
if you're at, yeah, if you're Apple, then
Wow.
I guess you don't need camo.
That is like news to me and damn, convenient.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so cool. Are you guys on who is anyone else on Apple or are we guys or are we
Yes,
Windows?
I'm an Apple.
I
Okay, so
have
you
Apple too.
oh my God, you guys are all in luck then. Susan as well?
Yeah.
Do you guys have iPhones as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're part of their like ecosystem. So you're gonna that oh man, you just cut out something that was really annoying, to be honest. Like the camo
And
thing worked.
for
Hmm.
and for Mark, I looked at Zoom, and up at the top of the menu under, I don't know, settings, I guess, and you look at hit recording under the settings, and there you can set the default where you want that file to go, and that'll be your default location.
Yeah, but yeah, I know about that part. I understand, but that's not the problem. The problem is after you do your recording, as soon as you do your recording and that file is, I don't know what you call it,
It's
what is it,
converting.
converting over.
Yeah.
During that conversion, it's the OneDrive cloud is trying to save that file in the cloud. And I don't know, I guess it's some sort of a situation where one's faster than the other. So when you hit when it shows you where it's in Zoom and it's created a file, while if you play it back, it's still trying to upload that thing to the cloud. So it'll stop. It'll pause right in the middle of the recording. But which is not a great big deal, but I mean, like I said, you can stop it and get out of it and go back and open it up again. And by the time you do that, then typically it'll play all the way through. But
Yeah,
it's
you
just
have to wait,
annoying.
I guess.
Yeah. But so it really, I don't, I think regardless of where you're saving it at, I think the cloud's kind of overriding all that mess because it's trying to save it up in the cloud at
Yeah.
the same time. And that's what I
I
want
I
to
would I
say.
find that I wouldn't do that. It's if you have it on your hard drive, it's just safer. Like
Yeah,
what if your internet cuts out like while it's converting? Like,
yeah, I know.
you know,
Well, I'm saying there's a way to stop it. I just don't know how to do it, you know? There's a way to stop certain programs from being uploaded through the cloud. You can pick and choose which ones. And right now, evidently, I've got everything going to the cloud. So
Mark, I can hop on a call with you and like go and you can screen
that's fine.
share and then we can like
Yeah.
try to figure that out together because it's probably something really easy. You just gotta like
Oh,
uncheck
yeah. Hey, man, it
like
always is, you know?
it always
Yeah,
is,
Al, I
right?
appreciate that, Al. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'll help you with that, no problem. And Al Becker, like, thank you for that tidbit. Like, damn, that's really, really useful. That makes me jealous of the Apple people for sure. Um, so who has an external mic, by the way? I'm just kind of curious.
I do.
Okay, we got two. Ron and Susan and Al Becker, has this made you consider getting an external possibly?
Yep.
I almost bought one a couple weeks ago.
Please let
Right.
me talk first.
It's honestly like when you start to record and like think of sharing, you just want to put your best foot forward and just sound and look as good as you can. So it is very, very useful to get an external mic, but it isn't mandatory, you know. So if you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. So don't worry about it. Are there any other questions before Mark gives us his spiel?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
Denise.
have a question.
Yeah.
On Apple devices, we have a program called GarageBand. Would that replace that paid program? Can it do what the paid program does?
Um, I let me
It's for
just
recording,
it's for the record
GarageBand.
like so what we actually need is something like a video editor. So I think Apple has something called is it Movie Maker?
Movie or something like that. Yeah.
iMove or is that hang on. Apple Video Editor. iMovie or
iMovie.
Final Cut Pro. That's the one I was thinking about. Final Cut Pro is like the Apple um video editing software. It's probably like really user friendly and easy to learn. I think it's not, I don't know if it's free, but it's not as expensive as the one I'm using. So it might be like a really good Apple option for sure.
All right. Oh, I have another question,
Yeah,
Sharif.
yeah, yeah.
I
I hope I
see
can help.
you attached your guitar to
Hmm.
an amp.
Yeah,
I don't have an amp, so that
yeah.
means I won't be able to do that. But I have something like this with this.
That's what I was fixing to talk to you about.
So
I
this would do it too?
Yep.
I think so, yeah. Yeah, Mark, can you confirm that for sure?
Oh yeah, I do. I can tell you for sure. That's what I was fixing to talk to you guys about. So
Okay.
I'm
Cool.
So
gonna
you
let
just
you know
plug
what I'm gonna
everything
do.
in
So you
order.
would you need like a pickup cord
Yes.
that will go into that, and then
Okay.
probably a USB that goes from that to the computer. So two cords.
Okay, good. And then it will be,
And then
I
it'll,
think,
it'll be an option in there when you record.
all right. I'll still need the software to do it, right?
You'll definitely need the free one called OBS for sure.
Okay.
And
Okay.
if you want to manipulate those two audio channels, you'll need like something like Final Cut Pro.
Okay.
Yeah. And we can like maybe we'll have a round two. Like when Bob gets around to like reviewing this, I can possibly do a follow-up where we can try to like maybe work with like a real example together. It's difficult because to be on this call, I got to use my mic. So it's like I feel like I got to pre-record it. Otherwise, like I won't be, I don't know. Anyways, I can't figure it out. I think it's a lot easier to pre-record it. Um, but we'll get there when we get there. Mark, is there anything else you want to talk about?
Yeah, I mean, I'd just kind of like to share the
Yeah,
mess I've been going through for the last several weeks, you know. And really what started this was I sent a recording over that I made
yeah,
through Zoom and uh I sent it to Bob and I sent it to Sharifu to kind of just get their opinion on it.
yeah.
And first of all, they couldn't hear it. And
I
for
could hear it.
well, you went in there and changed some things around to where you could hear it.
Oh, that one. Oh
That one,
yeah,
that the one you had to boost up and all that stuff, because nobody could hear the thing. No, not this last one, the one before that. The one
yeah.
uh, where I was doing the pull offs a half a beat too soon. Remember?
Right. I remember that one.
Because you said, "Yeah, that sounds good, but it's it's not the way you play it." And I'm like, "Well, the way I play it." But
Hey man, you made it
anyway,
your own.
to
It's
make
all
a
good.
long story short, so
Yeah.
you know, I was using the built-in microphone in the laptop, and I thought, okay, this is not going to be loud enough, so I need to get an external microphone to boost that signal out, you know. And
Yeah.
that was that's really all I was trying to do to start with. So, and this is just from the last 3 weeks. This is what I've learned, and Sharifu, correct me if I'm wrong about this, but you know, when it comes to buying a microphone, if you want to get an external microphone, there's two different, there's basically two different styles of microphones out there. There's what's called a USB type microphone, and there's also a dynamic microphone. A USB microphone has its own built-in, uh, let's just call it a preamp, okay? Its own built-in preamp inside that microphone. So you don't have to have a device like Denise has got. Denise has got a preamp. That's what that red box is. The problem with getting the USB microphones, this is just my understanding now, is if you're going to use that and use an acoustic guitar without a standalone amplifier like Sharifu has, you're dependent on the microphone basically to do all the mixing for you. Well, there's not very much you can do with a USB type microphone by itself. Like if you go in and assign that external microphone to Zoom, if that's what the program you're using to do your video, there's only a couple of audio settings in there you've really got to work with. I mean, it's very, very limited to what you can do. So just keep that in mind. So
Oh, totally. It's
yeah,
yeah,
but if you're wanting to get in some serious recording, there's several different ways you can do this. The way Sharifu's doing it is he's basically taking a standalone amp, a full-blown amp, and he's feeding it into that amplifier and back out of that amplifier back into the computer, right?
that's right.
Okay, so he's got all these different programs that he can go in there and mix it and adjust the gains and do all that kind of stuff. So he's using a USB type microphone, but he's also using a standalone amp with a program to control that. That's one way you can do it. The device that Denise just showed you a few minutes ago, you need I'll just put it to you, the audio engineers recommend that you use a dynamic style microphone with that preamp. And a dynamic style microphone does not have a built-in preamp. So that's what that red box is for that you've got, Denise. And the good part about that is you've got gain controls on there. There's several. Sharif, you'd have to explain all that part. I'm just doing the hardware side of it, but it gives you a lot more flexibility. So if you guys are going to go out and buy a microphone, I've already done this. I've already ordered 3 different ones. I'm still waiting for it to come in, so I know what you can go through with this.
I love it.
The USB style microphone, just to make a long story short, if you use the bare bones USB style microphone, that microphone was actually designed for podcasting and streaming.
Yeah.
Not doing guitar recordings, especially an acoustic guitar, okay? So if you go out and buy a microphone and you want to ask somebody what type to get, make sure you tell them what kind of guitar you have. That's real important. And make sure you tell them that you're doing it for fingerstyle picking, because that also makes a big difference. So, but
No, that's
does that make
very
sense what
useful.
I'm saying right now?
It does, and the thing is, like the one I'm recommending, this one,
Yeah, so
it
I've got one that's a different brand than yours, but it's the same
it's
thing.
like that looks roughly the same. So like,
They do the
hang on,
same thing.
yeah, like this. So, hang on a second.
But while you're doing that, I'm gonna finish talking before I forget what I'm saying here. So,
Yeah, finish up, finish
but
up.
I was gonna, Denise, what kind of a external microphone have you got? What brand is it?
A Samsung G-Track Pro, but I've also got the Shure 58.
Okay, neither one of those are USB style microphones. It's my understanding, correct?
So that would be dynamic, would it?
Yeah, that'd be a dynamic, which is what
Okay.
you want for recording. I mean, if you're going to do some serious recording later on and you
Yeah.
don't have a standalone, like a pickup in your guitar and a standalone amp, then that's exactly what you want if you want to get into the recording side of it. But what I was going to tell you, that device, I didn't really see it very well, but that is
It's
a,
the Focusrite.
yeah. Is that the Focusrite Solo or is that the Focusrite
It's the
5C?
Solo. It's a Solo.
Did you just buy that?
I got it a few months ago.
Okay, here's the only drawback to that mic, okay? Because I almost did the same exact thing.
Yeah.
With the solo mic, and this is my understanding, and like I said, you can double check with wherever you got it. Back to what Sharifu was saying earlier about playing a guitar and singing at the same time, one drowning out the other. Well, see, to stop that, this is my understanding again. To stop that, you really basically need 2 microphones. You need a microphone for the guitar and you need a microphone to sing in. Correct,
I
Sharifu?
see.
Well, okay. Here's where it goes back to what kind of guitar you guys got.
Right.
So I
Oh,
always
that's right. I
got
apologize. Never mind. Never mind. I know.
no, 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 no. So some people just have an acoustic, so you can't plug it
Correct.
into anything.
Right.
In that case, you do need 2 mics.
Okay. Now, with that being said,
Yeah.
Denise, with that being said, They make that same company makes one called a 2i2. And if
Okay.
you don't if you don't have a standalone amp, you've
No.
got that 2i2 has got two inputs for two different microphones. So that's what
Oh,
that's
that's beautiful. There you go. So it'll
yeah.
blend it right in it.
It'll blend it right in. That's exactly what it's used for. Because I questioned them on that,
Yeah.
and the audio engineer I was talking to, he said, "Mark, you're exactly right." He said, "With the solo, you've got to have one of two things. You've either got to have that pickup on your guitar to plug into a regular amplifier, or you've got to be playing an electric guitar." He said, "If you're using
No.
acoustic
The
guitar and singing, then you need the two inputs, which would
Now,
okay.
here's the thing. Here's the thing too. Because I
now
know
I'm gonna
like
be
everybody wants to sing and play, right? I think that that's kind of like it's like low key, like something we all want to do, even if we don't admit it. Like one of these days, we want to be able to sing and play. But right now, you guys are working on Fireflies, some of you, right? And all you need right now is to just pick up the guitar. So one mic for now can get the job done.
All
correct.
right.
The problem is if like let's say I'm playing and singing and I'm back here and I'm playing and singing, my guitar is going to totally drown out my voice.
Yep.
And if I come up here and like start singing like this close, my voice is going to drown out the guitar. So what ends up happening is like really the mic, if you're going to be doing both, the mic is for your voice. Really, that's unless you can sing so loud, and I've seen this done, that like your voice is just so big that it matches the guitar. But most people don't have that. They're you kind of need to balance it out with a second mic on your guitar or plugging the guitar directly in.
Do
But
any
yeah, so useful, Mark.
Yeah. Do any of you guys do podcasting or streaming or any of that kind of stuff at this point?
No.
Gaming?
No.
Well, that's the only thing that I'll say about that. I mean, I agree 100% with Sharifu about it. I mean, you could get a USB mic and use all of the programs that comes with that mic and the computer, and everything will work fine, you know. It's not going to be studio quality or anything like that, but hey, I don't really want mine to be studio quality. Many mistakes that I don't really. I'm kind of hoping people don't hear all that mess, you know. But
Well,
to
this
make
mic
a
is
long story, the USB mics, if you're going to get an external mic and you want to use the computer, the easiest thing to do is to get a USB mic. You
yeah.
know, that is the easiest thing to do. And they run anywhere from the good ones are anywhere from 100 to 175 bucks. That's what I'm seeing out here. And
Yeah,
they're
like a
all
higher
do
end one.
yeah, they all do the same, pretty much the same job. But like I said, the point I'm trying to make is they're real limited to what you can do with these things, you know?
Well, let me just say one thing here. Like this, so this mic is better than your average USB mic. There are levels to these things. Like some of these USB mics have no dials and stuff. It's just like it's just a mic. You plug in, it is what it is. This one, you have a gain dial here, and in the back, there's different modes for recording. So like there is a mode that is for podcasting. So like there's a mode for having an interview where I'm on this side of the mic and someone is on the other side of the mic. There's a mode for recording everything in the room equally, and there's a mode for recording live music. So they do a pretty good job in terms of like at least considering that musicians will need, and you guys are all musicians now, you know. You we're we're not necessarily the greatest, but we're getting there. We get better every day.
Ron,
But
what
so,
are you petting? What are you playing
This
with
is my
now?
audio engineer here. I thought we needed his advice here.
that
I
dog
kept,
is so cute. My
I kept
God.
looking at him going, what has he got a hold of there? What is it?
Oh
Yeah, the
man.
little Brad came in here and wanted me to hold him, and I'm here at the desk while he wants to get up on the desk and step on the keyboards and stuff.
So
Oh,
anyway,
yeah.
Yeah, back to you, Denise. So what you've got though, that preamp that you've got, that box, it'll work fine. I mean, like Sharifu said, it'll work just great, especially for now,
All
But
right.
at some point you'll probably want to upgrade it to that 2i2 is what they call it. So,
Okay.
and it's
Well,
the
I'll
same
try this
manufacturer.
first. Uh,
So,
Super
you
useful and
mentioned
helpful, man.
you mentioned a pickup. A guitar has a pickup. I'm not sure what that is. Is it this kind of thing?
Yeah.
How
Yeah,
how
that's
do
gonna
I
be
how do
so
I use that? I
at
don't
the
know how to
bottom
use it.
at the bottom of the guitar, there
Yeah.
should be like a hole. I think
yeah.
that's where it'd be that you
I
could
think
plug.
it's
No, no,
somewhere
no,
inside.
No,
no. It'd
no.
be
At
at
the
the bottom
bottom.
right there. Yep,
There.
Oh, I see. Here?
Yeah.
yep.
And
Not moving it.
That looks like it would only have dials if it was an acoustic electric. So
oh, okay.
there's got to be a plug-in somewhere, and the pickup is just like it's just like a thick audio type of kit. I forgot if it's a 1/4 inch or how thick those are.
Okay. So
But
is that what attaches to the amp if I had
yeah,
an amp?
Yeah.
You're
exactly.
like this.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you,
And
Ron.
it would also attach to this if I
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
have an amp.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Thank
believe
you.
so.
All right.
Now, so if you're gonna get an amp, I don't think all amps can plug in to the computer. So you want to make sure
Oh,
that that's something that your amp can do. I
That'll
have
have to
a
do
I have a Yamaha. It's called the THR 5A, but there's an even better one. There's a couple better ones that are out. So like if you want to get to that place where you're singing and playing and you can mess with the two different audio channels, just make sure you get an amp that can plug in. Because if you plug in your mic and your guitar into that device, I don't think you'll be able to separate it out. And I've done a lot of music recording so far, and the best quality that I've been able to get is when I can separate things out as much as possible.
I
It's
have a
just
Spark amp, and it seems to be a really nice one.
I think I've heard that one. Is it how big is it?
Oh, it's not real big. The other one I have is quite a bit bigger. There, I just dumped everything off. But
Oh yeah, that's a nice size.
it's really handy, and it comes with a bag that you can carry it somewhere, and it's
oh,
got all kinds of dials and stuff, and
So this is oh, shit.
oh, that's
it's
nice
about the
and
same size as yours. It
warm.
looks like.
Yeah, it's kind of mine is so this one you can actually put like batteries in it and it's portable as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I don't think mine takes batteries, but it's definitely portable, being
Oh
that you
yeah.
can carry it around. It's got
Can
the
it
strap and everything.
does it have a USB thing, Ron? Like
Uh,
that can
it
go
has
into a
a
computer?
plug in here. It's not USB. It's like for a device on the back of your computer. You always got this one that's kind of squarey looking, and
Yep.
it's got that.
That's
And
actually a USB port, but it's like an older shape. I
yeah,
forgot. I think it's USB A.
well, I don't know. They got so many of them anymore. USB, USB C, and USB.
Micro, and I know
Yeah,
it's just crazy.
it is.
But that's a great amp, and that can plug into your computer, which means you can select it in OBS as something to record
Here,
separately.
let me have that. Let me have that.
Actually, I find that the very best quality is if you play the guitar alone and then sing over it after, like totally separately. That because then you can do things to the different sounds separately. Like for example, if you add reverb to your guitar as an effect, that might not sound good, but to your voice, it can make your voice sound way better. Like, so certain effects are only really good for one or the other. Um, but yeah, it's a rabbit hole to go down. Mark is definitely you've definitely
Getting
gone
down there.
down. Yeah, you've definitely gone down. I'm like so impressed. And I'm glad that you have experience with that device because I haven't messed with it yet. But um I do believe that you'll get much better recordings, Denise, if you can figure out how to use it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
I'll try.
that's supposed to be
Yeah.
a really good preamp from what I've heard. So
Yeah,
they make a
sure.
good preamp.
Have you heard of the Tonewood amp?
Tonewood amp. Let me
Yeah.
Google it.
It's this.
Oh,
Oh,
And
nice.
it what it is it fits on the back of your guitar, acoustic. You need a pickup for it. You know, you plug it in.
mhm.
This sits on the back of your guitar, and this little thing here is sitting against your guitar, and it sends the sound instead of an amp. It's using your guitar as the amp box. So it gives you reverb, delay, you know, a few
Wow.
options. It's not as loud as an amp, but it really gives it fills the room. You know, it gives a whole different sound.
That's
And
awesome.
it
And it's
says,
portable, right? I guess it would
oh
definitely
yeah,
be
it's very
portable.
portable.
Oh my
And it
goodness.
just sits on the back with magnets on the back of your guitar.
Does it have
And
a USB port?
it has an output as well, so I'm assuming it can go into the computer.
Yeah, if it has an output, it would work. I need you guys
But
to
this
do
is a
some
Canadian
tests.
company.
Hey. So you didn't pay a tariff on it, is what you're saying.
Yeah, not yet, no.
Yeah, okay. Um, yeah, like I need you
That's something
guys to
different.
you guys need to do some tests, you know? You get fireflies down or even wherever you are. Start to do some recording, start to mess with this stuff.
Okay.
There's a lot of like free options I gave you, and I'm gonna make this video like available today. So just give me like an hour and I'll have it up and I'll combine the two halves so it'll be in one thing and you guys can review. But yeah, do some more tests because we need more data. Like we need more input of all these different types of devices, right? Like Mark, what you did was super useful. And as an engineer, you also bring that like technicality to things, to testing, which I really, really appreciate.
What I actually do is I complicate things. That's what I do with everything. My whole life's that
We
way.
figure it out, man. That's what it is.
Show
Um,
that to show that to Bob because he's a recording guru, you know.
oh,
So
man, if
he'll
you think
know.
if you're
He'll be able
nitpicky,
to he'll be able to correct all of us and everything we've said here.
No
yeah,
doubt.
I I can't wait till he's able to review this and get back to us on what he thinks. I know he'll have a lot to say and a lot of great input. He's like, man, like he has like a whole studio in his basement. It's really incredible. And the equipment he have is just thousands and thousands of dollars.
You didn't get it at Kmart.
No, he didn't get it at Kmart, man.